Well, we are down at the Queen of Orsini after tonight's game. I've got some Norwich fans with us who are hopefully going to tear a new one to what we all witnessed this afternoon. Now, what's your name, sir?
Malcolm.
Malcolm, what did you make of all that at Carrow Road today?
Well, they played very well the first half. The penalty in the second half at the beginning came absolutely the wrong time. I was very confident we would win 2-1, but there we are. The referee saw it, I couldn't see it, and unfortunately they scored, but I've got to give credit to Fulham. They played very well.
They did play well.
Yeah.
What about Ryan Bennett then? Because a lot of people will say he's the centre-back they do need to keep a hold of. They've got to let other ones go. I mean, it's another mistake, isn't it?
No, I'm not convinced on him, unfortunately, no. But I like Closer, but the full-backs, yeah, Pinto, to me, he left it open for the third goal, but he loves going forward. And the left-back, though he's strong, he doesn't quite have the real skill that the previous left-back had, you know, that's the problem.
Mitchell Dykes.
Yeah,
Mitchell Dykes.
yeah.
We'll see.
I like him, but maybe they'll keep him. I think it'll be a good thing.
It'd be good if they could keep him. I'm not sure if they manage it, but there we go. Thank you very much, Malcolm. Hello, sir. What's your name there?
Rowley.
And what did you make of that then today? I mean, Fulham were a good side, as Malcolm mentioned.
Well, exactly. I looked at the other side. I thought Fulham were a very accomplished side. I thought the McDonald, their number 6, controlled the game. But obviously, Norwich supporters were full of expectations after last week, and it doesn't always work like that. You know, you've got to realise you're back to a level playing field. Fulham were a different kettle of fish. I thought they was well organised. Norwich didn't play bad by far. You know, they played well, and I thought that at the end of the day it was a fair result. Although Norwich could have sneaked a draw. Don't get me wrong. At the time of the penalty, they was pressing very hard, 3 or 4 or 5 corners, you know, in succession, and you know, just football as it is, really.
It is, and it's so hard, isn't it? Given that they tore Reading apart last week. I mean, how can it? Was it just the quality of the opposition that was the difference?
Yes, and I think also that the way the game planned out. Like Norwich are not a very, very strong physical team, but they play very controlled football, you know, on the ground, and because they've not got the height experience up front. And I think that's why they were so good against Reading, because that caught Reading out. You know, the quick passes, 1-2s into the net, where probably, you know, you don't know, Fulham might have done their homework and watched last week's game and thought, well, this is how Norwich play. Today, obviously, we've stopped that. And, you know, we have to revert to the aerial ball, and at the end of the day, you know, who have we got, you know, they might just well play me at centre forward, you know, aerial competition. That's what I thought anyway.
Well, we'll all get our boots out, you never know. It's still 4 games to go. Sir, what's your name?
Tony.
Tony, it felt like Fulham kind of outclassed Norwich at times.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to go with these 2 chaps. They did outclass us. All season we looked really unfit, and even today we looked unfit. We're second to everything. We weren't doing what we should. That looked disorganised, and I'm going to be honest with you, there's still some players there I'm unsure about who shouldn't be in that side wearing that shirt. Don't get me wrong, Stuart Webber coming in, brilliant. But at the end of the day, there's going to need to be a clear out come the summer, seriously.
I mean, and the issue is, I suppose, that the amount of work that Norwich now need to take on, are they still going to be able to compete next year? Because there's such a big work job on.
It depends on how you go with the transfer window, come August, come January, whatever. But I feel that there is still, where we're struggling, we've said it all along, is the defensive side. When we came up from the playoffs to the Premiership, and I was going back, we said we needed a striker. We never got a striker, and I still think Naismith hasn't been given the chance. Having said that, I don't think he's worth that money anyhow. There's a few players there. Ryan Bennett, I don't know what he's doing, because he could let that go on out and it would have been no problem. And there's, you know, there was just new control, it's new organisation. Slow to the ball, you know, and you could see all the way along, Fulham were the side who were a lot better than Reading last week. And at the end of the day, I knew, being a season ticket holder, watching last week's game, that basically Fulham were going to be a different side. They outclassed us from start to finish. There's nothing you can do about it, apart from the fact is, start clearing out your deadwood, because I still think there's a lot of deadwood there, and I think he's got a hell of a lot of work to do come the transfer season.
How about manager? Because the head coach is the big decision. Isn't it?
Manager, I don't really know. I mean, we're having a discussion at the start or after I came in, we're saying who are we looking at? Uwe Rosler? I don't know. I don't really know much about him, but I would probably say they're going to go with a foreign manager or head coach. Irvin, I don't think he's got the quality there. I just think they just need a complete clear out from start to finish.
I reckon we'll get it. Tony, thank you so much for your time. Thanks to all the Norwich fans here. I think we're going to call it.